Time for the BA Breakdown here on the KRMG Evening News. I'm Skylar Cooper, joined live by Broken Arrow City Manager Michael Spurgeon. Michael, welcome back.
Hey, Skylar, how you doing, my friend?
Doing good. Trying to stay dry in here. It sounds like, or at least it looks like on my radar here, that BA's got some heavy showers right now. Can you confirm?
Absolutely. It's 100% positive.
All right. Well, stay safe out there, folks, as you're driving. We'll have another traffic update here in just a minute. A lot to get to with you today, Michael. Let's start with something that's pretty timely. 1 week from today is an election, and people in Broken Arrow have a pretty big decision to make. It is the renewal of the PSO Franchise Agreement. Simply put, as I understand it, that is an agreement between the city of BA and the power company to be able to work on the lines, keep the power going, and get into the right-of-way, that sort of thing. But there's something new to this one, too, isn't there?
Yes, there is. I mean, the city's current franchise agreement with PSO has been a 25-year agreement that actually ends this May, and we spent the last year negotiating with PSO on a new agreement, which outlines the terms and conditions that they have to work under. And then as a part of that, Broken Arrow is a very fast-growing city. We're trying to recruit businesses, retain companies in our community to grow our local economy. We're going to be asking the voters as a part of the renewal to consider a new economic development 1% charge to generate the revenues that we need to help with two things. Really, number one is to help with the recruitment and retention of businesses. And then secondly, with right-of-way projects, whether it's widening of roads to help with relocation of utilities, or we have a lot of intersections here in the community that we'd like to relocate some of the utilities, and this would help with those funds.
So we know that on elections like this, we just had a general back in November. A lot of people may not be paying attention to the election schedule. And so what do people need to know? I mean, we've already passed the deadline the deadline is Friday to register, so people can still register to vote in this election. But what's your message for folks who may not generally get out and vote in these what may be called a smaller election?
Well, I'd encourage anyone that has time to register to vote to get out and register to vote. It's one of the most important things that we can do as Americans is to exercise our position or opinion on something that's being considered by a municipality, a county, a state, or even federally. And so if there's still time, I would encourage to do so. What's important about this is the election really, Skylar, if you think about it, electricity infrastructure or the delivery of electricity has become so important in our society today that I rank it right up there with having a great road system, providing safe drinking water, excellent disposal of sanitary sewer, and managing your stormwater. I mean, we take for granted what is necessary to provide electricity, and PSO has done an excellent job for the city. They are very reliable. They have some extremely affordable rates, and we have a great relationship with them in terms of our public power provider. And as a part of this renewal, I wanted to mention this economic development fee for an average customer. It would be $1.25 approximately per month, or less than $15 a year, to help generate the funds that we need. We're a fast-growing community, and by having the additional revenue, we can help those companies that might be expanding or those that want to locate to Broken Arrow. This would give us some economic development tool to be able to help those that may be looking to come to Broken Arrow to help grow our economy.
All right. I think I misspoke a little. There is a deadline to vote, register to vote this Friday, but that is for the March 7th election, I believe. So hopefully you're already registered. Get out and vote on this thing next Tuesday. More details. There's a video that Michael put out. It's on the city's Facebook page. While we got you, we've been waiting for a while to talk about this one. I'm excited about it. It was a few months ago you and I talked about the Innovation District down on the south side of BA. And since we talked about that, there is a new, plan for all of that includes where traffic lights would be, where landscaping would be, all the roads and trails and everything. So tell us a little bit about it.
Absolutely. I'm excited to talk about this. One more thing. There's going to be another video that I'm going to put out, which is going to come out Thursday, about the franchise and special election on the 14th. And I just wanted to let people know that. So in case they want to go to our Facebook page, they'd be able to see that additional video that provides some great information about the upcoming vote. Now, as far as the infrastructure contract that we awarded for the Innovation District, it's super exciting right now. Skylar, last month the council approved a contract with the company known as BKL. It's a consulting firm we've worked with on many occasions, and they're actually going to be designing all of the infrastructure work for the Innovation District. That contract was a very large contract. of about $750,000. The estimated cost of all of the improvements for water, sewer, sidewalks, curb, street lighting, additional ingress, egress is about $10 million. And so we decided to actually award this contract and get the process started. And this is the first phase. And I am pretty comfortable in saying that by the end of this year, they will have the plans and specifications ready to go out to bid on many of the different parts of the infrastructure.
It sounds really cool. Now, I'm a visual person with these kind of things, so we can say that there's, the plans are going to be developed. Do you think by the end of this year we'll have renderings of what this thing could look like? Or is that too fast?
I believe that we'll have some renderings of what the infrastructure is going to look like. I do know that our Economic Development Corporation is talking to a couple of companies right now that have interest in coming to the Innovation District. And should we start to actually have recruitment efforts result in companies, then we can lay the design out of the district. It's going to look. It'll be actually. You talk about a visual, so I'm very comfortable. We're going to have the layout of it, and we'll have some renderings of what it could look like, and then of course we're going to stay very flexible in terms of dividing up the land based on the needs of the companies that may want to come to Broken Arrow. And a perfect example that approval of the initiative next Tuesday, if the company needed some assistance in order to locate here, we would have that opportunity to work together to bring a high-paying job company to our community.
Now, this is a ways out, right? I mean, we're talking about the end of this year to plan the infrastructure. So by the time we would see businesses opening and things happening out there, I think when we talked, it was like maybe a 2026 type timeline. Is that what you're thinking?
Actually, it will take a couple of years. When you're talking about building roads, water, sewer, all of the infrastructure, it is going to take a little bit of time. That's why I recommended to council that we move forward, and they agreed is at some point, because of the recruitment efforts we have from our Economic Development Corporation and Jennifer Conway's team, we're going to have companies want to come to this Innovation District because of the great location and for many other reasons. And so I want to be ready to be able to say we have a site-ready, shovel-ready Innovation District with regard to certain basic public improvements. So if you're ready to actually build, we can move forward, reach an agreement, and get that company start bringing their